tell us your goaltender today?
Who's starting for Tampa?
Vasilevsky.
We're starting Lankinen. There you go. You guys are sharp.
Just a decision behind that, Rick?
Yeah, it's, I think we're going to have a good practice in with Demmer again, and then we'll see about Tuesday.
The fact that he's backing up means he's one injury away from going in. Does that at least have the confidence that he's ready to play?
Oh, yeah, he's ready to go. Medically, we wouldn't put him in as a backup. So, we just kind of had this plan a couple of weeks ago, and we're just going to kind of stick with it right now.
You talked about a conversation that you were going to have about your goaltending. Is this how it played out? Were there different voices in it, and how did that play out?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's, you talk to Marco, Patrick. I mean, all of us. Obviously, Demmer's got a big voice, and then you kind of come up with a plan, and try not to deviate from it. Whether you win or lose, you don't deviate from the plan, and I think that's what's important. So, yeah, we're all on the same page.
Day games are different too with prep. Did that factor into it with Demmer?
Maybe a little. I mean, you like to get the guy in his routine, morning skate, 7 o'clock game. So that might have been a little bit of a factor. Yeah.
She lost the plan there. Get games in Abbey.
Yeah, he's going to go down and play a bunch. Yeah, he's got to start playing some games for us down there.
What do you want him to accomplish down there aside from just playing games? He needs to tidy up his game a little bit. I know you're not a goalie coach, but
Sorry. Somebody's bugging me over there. Yeah, exactly. What's the game plan? Sorry.
What would you like him to accomplish in Abbey? She lost aside from just.
Well, I think it's important. Obviously, confidence is a big thing, but confidence comes from yourself. I want him to. I mean, you can't worry about mistakes, but I want him to. Obviously, Marco's worked on some technical parts that he can work on and apply that in the game. That's really what it comes down to.
What do you have to be guard against a Cooper team? Obviously, you guys were there on October 15th, and they got the quick lead. You didn't have a great first period. It's kind of a recipe for trouble.
Yeah, I liked their second half, but and we actually held their power play in check. I mean, Kucherov's obviously, I think he's playing today. Their top six is as good as anybody in the league, I think. So you got to make sure when you're on the ice with those type of players that you take back ice. They're very good at hitting the weak side. You cannot double up and triple up on separation. They'll hit the weak side part. So we want to protect the weak side ice. And obviously, around the neutral zone, you want to take Kucherov away. It's almost like McDavid-like. You can't let him wind it up and have be spread out against them. They're really good at bump back speed too.
What does Hagel being on your Four Nations team mean? It's kind of a confirmation of one of the guys that maybe doesn't get enough credit around the league.
Yeah, I think when you get to some of those players at the end, I think you get like Cooper, who's going to run the bench. Coop, he really is comfortable with them, right? He uses them all different situations, and I think that was the reason why I put him on the Canada team. It's no different in Tampa. I mean, he's penalty kill, power play. He's 4-on-4 overtime. He's a jack of all trades, and he's having hell of a year for him.
You told us you have a plan for JT,
yeah,
which you're not going to tell us. But when it comes to that, because it's such a different situation, does JT have to speak to the players separately first, or how does that going to come out, or does he just come back?
No, I mean, he's part of the team. He's in contact with players, so that's seamless. It's more, he's been skating. I'm not worried about his. He was I think he was second or first top shape guy. This guy works out hard. I'm not worried about being in shape. We're just when he's ready to go, we'll put him in the lineup.
How much can Demko and JT's presence, especially on home ice, make a difference? I mean, they're not just leaders, but whether it's on the room or on the bench, they can make a difference for maybe some of those slow starts you've been talking about.
Huge.
Yeah.
I probably start Millsy most of at home. He's probably the opening day starter since I'm here 80% of the time, 90% of the time. And a lot of those starts, he gets the puck in deep on a forecheck. So that gets your team ready to go. And then obviously a guy like Demko, makes a great save early on, gives the players juice, like Lanks has. Like Lanks has done that first in the first period when he's played well for us. So, I don't want our goalie always have to be the best player in the first period. We need other players to kind of, drive the pace.
Is it a longer runway for Joshua, just with everything he's been through? I mean, what do you say? I mean, you want to see him move his feet obviously more, but.
Yeah, I just want to, I think he's still trying to get his legs. He's frustrated because I don't think he feels that his legs are there yet. So that's a frustration. But sometimes you can get away with it by thinking quicker, like anticipating where the puck goes, play more. Told Dak, obviously want to move his feet, but play more predictable. Like, I'd rather him overshoot a look. Like, he thinks the puck's going to go there. I'd rather him go a million miles an hour to that spot. If it doesn't go there, I can live with that. I think right now he's waiting. Is it going to go in A or B or C? What options is it going to? And by the time it goes to one of those options, he's not moving his feet. So it looks like he's playing slow. Yeah. So if he can just play predictable, that's the way to get out of it.
And that's usually they take a penalty too. You're not moving your feet, you're reaching, you're grabbing, you're hooking.
Well, yeah, like last game, he didn't move his feet. Like a couple of guys are like that lately. You know, you got to move your feet. Once you water ski and you put your stick on a guy, the refs will call it nowadays. So you got to move your feet.
Put this guy some pants. Yeah, I don't know about this.
I don't even know what that means. Like, what does that even mean? I don't even know what that means.
Quinn, thanks for taking the time to come and sit down and chat with me today.
Generational talent. Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.